Mwah! Enchanté. Enchanté, beautiful people. How are you? Welcome to this glorious Wednesday. How are you, everyone? Welcome, baby, 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 baby. Welcome to the Trent. As always, I am the Trent, baby, and you are on the Trent's Food Review channel. Guess where we are at today? You know, I was kind of going through the litany, if you will, of fast food items for us. There's not a lot going on right now, guys. I wonder what's going on. Is there not a lot of fall items that are coming out? Are people not offering a lot of new things? And then I was kind of going through the library. Look at the hands. Look at the hand motion. The catalog, if you will. And I realized that we don't really do a lot of Mexican food on here. We haven't done a lot of it. We've done the Taco Bell, and we've done Taco Time. We did the taco burger once, but something that was recommended to me that we've never done before is just your basic taco, your hard shell taco and your soft shell taco. And I hear from my uncle that Taco Time has the best hard shell tacos and soft shell tacos around. So we are going to try those today. We're going to try them and we're going to review them. Pretty basic, but we'll see how they are. I don't think we've ever done just a basic taco on here, soft shell and hard shell, and we'll look at the menu and we'll see if there's anything exciting and new. Exciting and new. Come aboard. The Trent's expecting you, baby. Okay, let me tell you what I'm wearing today. Got a leather jacket on because we're in fall weather. We're getting into fall weather. Got a leather jacket on. This shirt, if you can see, is Lions. This is Brad Pitt's shirt from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And so is this belt buckle. This is Stuntman belt buckle. Got a pair of 501 jeans on. That's what I'm wearing, baby. That's what I got going on. So, yeah. That's what I'm wearing. Of course, hair pomaded ever so gently. So we are at Taco Time. Taco Time in Oregon City. And we're... Ooh, Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. And we're doing real basic. Soft shell taco, hard shell taco. And we're going to review it. We're going to see how it is. We're going through the drive-thru here. How are you guys? Oh, I got to tell you about my Anton LaVey story, don't I? Forgot about that. What do they got? They got a lot of items here, guys. Okay, hold on just one moment. Ooh, they got Mexi fries. They got stuffed Mexi fries. What the hell is that? And they got those cinnamon things. Those are good. Can I get do you have like a version of a hard shell taco supreme type thing?
Yeah, we got a taco supreme.
Is that a hard shell?
Yeah, hard shell taco supreme.
Okay, that's what my Uncle Bob recommended. Okay, could I have one of those?
Okay.
And then, Senor, could I have one soft shell as well, version of that?
And one soft taco, okay?
Yeah, one hard shell, one soft shell.
And the soft taco, would you like sour cream too?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Sour cream. Notice how I said Senor, giving me the authentic Trent. And also, have we done Mexi fries here? Give a small Mexi fry.
All right, and a small Mexican fry. Anything else for you?
Yeah, and just let me see here. Do you have just regular size Diet Coke, please?
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna do it.
All right, 15.25 window.
All right, thank you. Oh, enchanté, baby, enchanté. Thank you. Very nice. Seemed very nice. Ooh, this is gonna be difficult. This is one of these. You drive out and you drive right onto the road. So I may back our sweet little ass right on up. Moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Jefferson, shout out George Jefferson. Wheezy was a fine looking lady. Ooh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be challenging. Hello.
How you doing?
How are you?
1525.
Yep.
Any hot sauce with there?
Yeah, could I have some hot sauce, please?
Okay, give me 1 second.
If there's no cars behind me, can I just back out?
Sure.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, just give me a couple more minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Gracias. Gracias. Anyway, so let me tell you while we're waiting for this. Let me tell you my Anton LaVey story very quickly. So I was down in San Francisco. One thing about the Trent that you need to know. All jokes aside, something that I truly love in this world are wax museums. I absolutely love wax museums. Madame Trousseau wax museums, Louis Trousseau wax museums. That was once up in Canada. I love that place. Loved it. But my favorite wax museum of all time, and it's not there anymore, was in San Francisco on Fisherman's Wharf. It was owned by the Wong family. Oh my God! It was Wax Museum. I think it's just pretty much just the name of it. But it was right there on Fisherman's Wharf. There was a Ripley's Believe It or Not right by it. Keep the heat down in here. Ripley's Believe It or Not right by it, and it had been there all my life. I was going there in the 70s as a very little boy. I mean, we're talking like 3. And they had incredible wax figures there. And it was fun. But more than anything, you know, I mean, I'm not... The wax museums of today, you know, you walk in and you see like, I don't know, Selma Hayek, or you see Johnny Depp, or you see Brad Pitt, and they look real, you know. But they didn't have the scenes with them. I mean, in the San Francisco Wax Museum, they had the scenes, baby. They would decorate like all like the wickedest city in the West, and it would be San Francisco, and it would show like John Wayne in the corner, and I don't know, just glorious. I freaking loved it. And it was back in a time when really people took great pride in their artistry and things that they did, not just in everything, you know, in welding and food and real estate, for God's sakes. I mean, just, you know, it was somebody's passion in regard to something. And shut this off. And this wax museum was like that. This wax museum was like that in San Francisco. Oh, here we go. Oh, thank you, senor. Thank you. All right, see you later. That was fast. And of course, conveniently, there is a car behind us, so we cannot back up. Or maybe the Trent should go out there and just like wave them. This is going to be really dangerous. I'm in Oregon City. This is going to be ridiculous to get around here. Come on. And so move on so I can... Hopefully, I think I might be able to do this very quickly here and get into a spaceship. So anyway, the Wax Museum was just incredible, right? Just glorious. Pull in here. And San Francisco at this time was a place, right, where you could go. And I was there just recently, and it's kind of like that. I mean, it's, you know what? I'll take walking downtown San Francisco before I'll take walking downtown Portland, Oregon. It's just me, right? So anyway, I'm not going to go off on that. So, but what I am going to go off on the fact is that my parents, they owned I've said this before, my parents owned a janitorial business. And in that janitorial business, my dad would have contracts down in San Francisco. So we spent a lot of time there. And they literally, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, God, I shouldn't say that out loud, should I? Back in the day, back in the 70s, it was different. You drop a 6-year-old off in a safe place like that. It was safe, it was. They would drop me off at the Wax Museum when I was 6, and I would walk around. And they would have this little book, and I got it. I still have it someplace because my grandma, my beloved grandma Mimi, saved it for me. And it's someplace in my house. I should have brought it. It's this book that you would carry around with you, and you would look at the wax figures, and it was really nice. It was first class. Again, here we go with the artistry. You carry the program with you, and it was a really nice book, and you kept it. They gave it to you with admission, and it would show a description of each one of them in there, right? And I literally fell in love with Brigitte Bardot. This is where all of this kind of old time mentality with me came from, was my going and love of wax museums. And I'll talk more extensively about that if you're interested some other time. There was one in Oregon at Newport that I loved a lot. There was one Movieland Wax Museum down in Buena Park that I went to a lot. But this one in San Francisco is magnifico. And so, long story short of it is this. In the Chamber of Horrors, when you would walk in, there was a figure, and he was standing like this, and he had a skull like this, and it was a girl laying draped gently. And it was Anton LaVey. I was mesmerized by it. No idea who Anton LaVey was. And so in my little program that I'm reading, it talks about his work, I don't know if it's legit or not, with working with the police department of San Francisco as a photographer. He worked with training lions when he was a child. Just all these things. He was a showman. He was an absolute showman, Anton LaVey. For those of you that don't know who Anton LaVey was, he was the founder of the Church of Satanism. But he was also very much an entertainer. Very much an entertainer. And the curator, years later, at the Wax Museum, I can't remember his first name. God, I wish it. Subsequently, it's closed. The Wax Museum is closed. It was bought out by Madame Tussauds a few years ago after several earthquakes. We'll talk about that some other time. But during this period of time, the curator of the museum told me that they would have parties there, and Anton LaVey would show up, and he was the belle of the ball, baby. I mean, he just rocked it. He was so much fun, they said. So anyway, I was mesmerized by the figure. I was mesmerized by him. Mesmerized by it. By him and the Brigitte Bardot. So I begged my parents. I said, I love this figure. And the curator said, you know he lives here. You know, he's from San Francisco. He lives in his parents' house, which was an old Victorian house that he had painted black. And I can't. Any other day I would tell you the street and the address. It's not First Street in San Francisco. It was between two buildings, and it was very narrow. And it was, we're getting a lot of cars surrounding me here, as if they're coming to get me or something. This is weird. And now men are staring at me. Okay, well, whatever. It's fine. Anyway, so I begged my parents. We're talking a little boy, and my dad was like, what is going on here? My parents were very open-minded with me. I think that they were under the mentality that if you take Trent and you get this stuff out of his system as a young boy, he'll probably just grow up and be normal. Well, see how that worked out. But anyway, a very long story short, next time the house has been subsequently torn down after Anton LaVey's passing. But we got there. We went, my parents drove, my mom and my dad took me to Anton LaVey's house, a little boy. And there was a gate around it, as I recall. And my mom said, well, go on up. And it was black, the entire house, Victorian house. His parents had left it to him, had completely was black. Now, this is the 70s, probably the height of his fame. There was a fence around the house, and you had to ring an actual tangible bell, and I was too afraid to do it. And I highly doubt that anybody would have come down if I had. But the Trent started crying. I got really scared. Little 6-year-old Trent started crying because I just got, So I didn't go get a chance to meet Anton LaVey, and I didn't get a chance to go inside Anton LaVey's house. I highly doubt they would have let me. Maybe they would have. But anyway, I saw Anton LaVey's house from the fence, and it looked like the devil's house. It was cool though, so. Anyway, that's my love of wax museums. And I love them to this day. And here's my food tray, and they are a dying art form. And no, I am not a practicing Satanist by any means. I just love entertainment, and I just love things that are entertaining, and I just love fun, and So that was that with my Anton LaVey story. So, and I have taken a lot of time on a food review channel to talk about everything but food. So we are at taco time right now, and we'll get you a little thumbnail here with this. But the taco, this is had been a kind of a request that I do from my uncle, who had said that their tacos are magnifique here, and we are going to put a little salsa on this, ever so gently. At taco time, nothing special about this. Ground beef, lettuce, light cheese. Apparently, I like cheese on mine. They put a light amount of cheese on this. Sour cream, tomato. Very basic taco, right? Shell is warm. Shell looks and feels very nice. Doesn't appear at glance anything spectacular, okay? Maybe it is. Taco time, Oregon City. Request by my uncle that I try the basic taco, soft and hard shell. Let's indulge. Okay. Oh. I see what's going on here. The ground beef is on the bottom. They put a layer of cheese, and that cheese melts ever so gently onto the ground beef. I get it. I got it now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Taco time taco. This is good. The shell is very nice and crispy. The shell is very fresh tasting. Very much so. Very much so. Very crunchy. Very, like it tastes, that tastes like it was literally just made. The ground beef is well seasoned. Well seasoned. Does not need salt. Can you believe that? Can you believe you're on the TRENT network and it does not need salt? Try one of these Mexi nuggets here from Taco Time in Oregon City. Basic tater tot but seasoned. Let's give these a shot. Oh boy. Oh. Well, I have been lucky the last couple of times. Excellent flavor. Outstanding flavor. Nothing needs salt here. Very, very nice. Just take a look at these. They look like a standard tater tot, but they are not. They are very well seasoned. I did get a diet drink, as you recall. We have this. Now, what I'm noticing here, substantially larger in difference. This is a soft shell taco. Is it? Or did we get a burrito here? Because this, to me, looks like a burrito. Okay? Yeah, this is not what my idea. When I go to when I go to Taco Bell and all that kind of stuff, they have very, very different looking soft shell taco than this. But this is the soft shell taco, so it's a much larger version. Let's taste this with nothing first. Okay. The taco, the seasoned ground beef, guys, is delicious. It is really, really nice. It is really, really very, very nice. I can't seem to open this. And in all honesty, it doesn't really even need any. It doesn't actually even need any salsa because it's seasoned incredibly well. You've got the ground beef, you've got the taco, the lettuce, seasoned ground beef. Nice warm flour tortilla. Very flavorful. Let's indulge in this one more time. Light amount of sour cream. I would have liked a little bit more than that. Onion, lettuce, very fresh tasting. That's what I'm surprised by, is just how fresh everything tasted here. And I was so caught up in talking about myself and my wax museum story that I don't even know if I got a receipt here. It was $15.95, I believe. So it's around that area in price point. But anyway, do I have a receipt here for this? If I did, I carelessly threw it to the curb. I believe it was around the $15.95 mark. So it's pretty standard, guys, as far as price goes. Pretty standard. So, but I think you would like it. Oregon City Taco Time. Don't know how many of these taco times are quite around. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of them. But this one in particular is absolutely delicious. Magnifique. I do actually have one where I work at Clackamas Town Center. It is not nearly as good as this one. Not nearly as good. So, again, what I'm noticing with some fast food restaurants is some of them there's some inconsistency there. There's some inconsistency with Wingstop. The Wingstop here in Oregon City, where I'm at, is not good. The Wingstop by where I work in Happy Valley, excellent. So you don't know. And speaking of things that are excellent, I do want to leave you with this before I go. I went to lunch at a place here that is called Crab and Bag. Is that right? Yeah, Crab and Bag. Bag-O Crab, sorry. Bag-O Crab, right? It was on 82nd Avenue. I went with my mom. I had to see and by the way, I'm sorry about the guy liner today. I didn't have guy liner on. I had to see a financial advisor today, and I really didn't want to go walking in looking like Tammy Faye Baker's son. You know, like Tammy Faye Baker went to Puerto Rico and had a real good time and came back, and a few years later, this came out. Didn't really want to look like that. So I left the guy liner off today. So, and by the way, if you want to know what kind of guy liner I use, why am I calling it guy liner? It's eyeliner. It's Lancome Espresso, or I use Chanel Black. There you go. Same thing that guys from Jane Addiction, whatever guy's name is, I love him. Love him. Not the lunatic guy, but who's the sexy guy on the guitar? Leave in the comments below. What's his name? Went out with Carmen Electra. Dave Navarro. He uses that. He uses Chanel Black. So there you go. Most of the time I use the Lancome Espresso, and this is getting a weird conversation. So anyway, I want to tell you, Bag-O Crab on 82nd Avenue. I went there for lunch with my mom. Magnifique. I am trying to figure out. It is incredibly messy. I'm trying to figure out how I can do a review for it. It would have to be an inside the restaurant review. There's a girl that works there. Her name is Kathy. Kathy, you are beautiful. You're beautiful outside and you are beautiful inside. And she was a fantastic server. And the food was absolutely incredible there. It's a seafood restaurant. It was delicious. And I just wanted to mention that to you. So if you're on the 82nd Avenue in Clackamas, Oregon, try out Bag-O Crab, because I think you're going to like it. And let me know if you have. Let me know if you've tried it. But anyway, in regard to taco time here, on a scale of 1 to 10, I am literally going to give the tacos that my uncle recommended, both of them, hard shell I prefer, but I'm going to give them both because they're both real close. I'm going to give them both a solid 8. I'm going to give the seasoned tater tots, I'm going to give those an 8 as well. So overall, taco time at Oregon City, giving you a solid 8. Fantastic. Very good. Very good. So we've been lucky the last couple of times. So anyway, so I must leave you now, ladies and gentlemen. I must leave you. The tram must go. Hope you enjoyed my story about Anton LaVey. Don't get too freaked out by it. You know, there's no altar at the house. Or is there? There's no sex ritual at Trent's house. I think we both know that's a lie. It's fun though. Savage. Anyway, like the great Elvis Presley said, we will meet you again. May God bless you. Adios until Sunday or sooner, baby. Check out Bagel Crab too. And tell Kathy I said hello. Adios. Love you.